Hey Leo, it's Tasha aka Mama Jam, and this is your May 2016 monthly general tarot scope. This will be for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I've already taken the time to pre-shuffle the deck, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see. For your general energy for the month of May, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Put that down that way. There we go. The Knight of Pentacles. Your challenge is the Nine of Wands. What's going on in your subconscious mind? The Eight of Wands. What has happened in the past that brought you up to this current situation? The Five of Swords. What's currently going on in your conscious mind? The Ten of Cups. And in the near future, Six of Pentacles. And then I also have your Mercury retrograde focus card and a One Wisdom for Healing card. Looking at your general energy for May, Leo, what I feel is that, it's a pretty good month. There's an opportunity for growth here, even in the job. And I just feel life in general. It could be a focus because we have Pentacles dead in the center, but I feel like this is just reflective of what's going on in your general life. It's your outlook. You're realizing that things aren't going to move as fast as you want them to. You realize it's going to take some time. You're very methodical. You're very methodical in your thought as to how you want to achieve whatever goals that you have. Now, if this is concerning career, I feel like some of you are actually maybe at a new job in a starting position, or just switched a job, and you're looking forward to establishing a name for yourself in this particular area, or just climbing the ladder of advancement within the company. Now, as a challenge, though, with the Nine of Wands, I feel like you're still carrying some hurt from the past, and it's interesting because, you were hurt. I feel like for some of you may have left a job situation, or this is just you leaving a situation where you were like the victim. This is not a love reading, so we're not going to get into love, but I feel like you were coming out of a place where you had to stand up for yourself. And so now you're in a place now where you're ready and you're optimistic and you're looking for growth. You've learned and you're ready to advance, but you're still carrying the hurt. When I see the Nine of Wands, you're still carrying that hurt from the past. Okay? When I see these wands back here, these are represented by representative by the hurt, the past hurts or disappointments that you've endured. And so I feel like for you, it's actually keeping you a little stagnant. I feel like mentally you see the brighter days. You're ready for the brighter days, but physically, you're still a little, or maybe emotionally, not physically. It could be physically too, because that's a wand, it's a physical card. But I feel like it's more emotionally that you're just kind of stuck. You still hurt by this situation, and you're not fully allowing yourself to move forward. I see that here with the Eight of Wands. When I see the Eight of Wands in this position of what's going on in your subconscious mind, I feel like you just want things to be over. You want to go ahead and move to the next phase, but I think you're holding yourself up is what I feel here. Okay, because it's not like you necessarily want to be in this or want to be in this position or train of thought, because you have the Ten of Cups here is what's presently going on. Like this is you having a positive outlook and being optimistic, but I feel like there's a part of you that just you can't. It's hard for you to forgive, or maybe you've forgiven, but it's very hard. Well, it's hard for anybody to forget, but I feel like you keep going back to you. It seems like to me, whatever the scenario was, it could have been with a sword sign. But it was just a situation where you definitely had to stand up for yourself, and you had to make moves with you in mind. Somebody had to get hurt. You had to look out for yourself, and it hurt. And I feel like this is a situation, maybe this is you having to leave a job situation that you developed a lot of rapport and camaraderie with certain coworkers, but just because of policies or management, you couldn't be there any longer and you had to leave or something. And so now you're in this new position where you're at another company or another department, and you're ready, or you maybe you're a person who is branching out on your own independently. I can see that too, and these were the many times that you tried it before. But what I feel is that there's an impatience that's there. When I see this Eight of Wands, there's a feeling of impatience, like things are not moving as fast as you want them to, and because it's not moving as fast as you want them to, this gives you time to go back and ruminate on all the past pain and hurt that you've endured. What I would say to you, Leos, because to me it's two conflicting energies that I see here. You have the energy of the Knight of Pentacles wanting to move forward, but then you have this energy of this Nine of Wands just kind of holding still and just still holding on to that hurt and still holding on to that pain. So it's almost as if, well, it is as if that you're stagnant, but you don't want to be stagnant. You want things to move off, but I feel like maybe you maybe don't know how to. All you know is this is the end result, is what you're looking for. Okay, that's what you want, but you're not. You feel like you're not there yet. Coming up in the near future, you have the Six of Pentacles. I feel you're definitely moving into a place where it's going to be less stressful for you. And if this is a job situation, this is a good move for you in your job. I feel like for those, this is more career focused, and even money. If this was an issue about money, because we are talking about Pentacles here, your finances are going to pick up. I feel like, maybe you've been doing the work and saving your money and paying off bills and getting your credit worked on, but it's not, maybe your dream is to get a house and it's not moving fast enough. Maybe your credit score is not high enough. And you're starting to get frustrated, because I feel like there's some frustration here within this month that you're going to be experiencing. But just understand that things are evening itself out, and they will be evening itself out towards the end of the month. If this is due to finances, yes, majority of those big bills that you've been paying off, a lot of those bills are going to be paid off. I feel like the last of those bills will be paid off or coming to a completion. Or you've eliminated enough of bills within the past couple of months that you do have a little extra money to save, because I feel like you guys were not in the position where you can really adequately save the way that you would like to. Okay? And I do feel like this situation here, wherever it was a situation where you were dealing with someone that I feel like you were always putting up financially for this person, and you had to cut them off. Like, listen, you are draining me dry. You are draining me dry. And you just had to do what you had to do. That's what this Five of Swords talks about. Maybe this person could have been a family member, I feel too, tried to make you feel guilty for sticking up for yourself. Don't feel guilty about it, because it's what you had to do. And that's what I feel where the challenge comes in at. And I know I'm skipping all over the place because I'm getting a lot of different little scenarios for you guys, but I think that's where the Nine of Wands kind of that energy comes in, because I don't feel like this is just a one-time thing. I feel like whoever this was, maybe it was one person or several people. I feel like you guys like to, not like to, but you will. People come to you and want to borrow money from you, and you give out the money and they don't pay you back, or they're slow about it, and it's always an issue or whatever. So you decide, you know what, no more, I'm not going to do that. When I need people, they're not there to help me. And so you're looking out for yourself, and you're trying to grow your money and expand your money. You have ideas about what you wanted to do, but I feel like every now and then you still I feel like sometimes you probably question yourself, like, did I do the right thing, or am I doing the right thing? Will I get to benefit from all this hard work that I've put in? When is it going to be my turn? So those are the challenges that you have right now that you're going to have within the month of May. But just stay encouraged and know that your financial situation is going to get better. It's going to even itself out. And then also, like, job, if there's been a person that you've been just arguing with all the time, because I feel like that's where this Five of Swords can mean too. At your job, there's somebody that you just been going back and forth with. Y'all cannot get along. They always trying to undermine you, and you finally had to stick up for yourself. Just know that that relationship is going to be a little bit more even. It's going to be more balanced. You guys will be able to work in harmony, because I feel like whoever this, and it's not a lot of Leos that I'm talking to regarding this work situation. Whoever this is like, you can't just, you guys work in a position where you have to work together. It's not like you can go off in your own little corner and they can go off in their own little corner, and you don't have to see them. You have to collaborate with this person. So just know that that relationship, that work relationship, is going to be better towards the end of the month. Now, what you should be focusing on, or what is a helpful area for you to focus on for the Mercury retrograde, using the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card, is discovery. When I see this discovery card, it is tied to your root chakra. It makes me feel it's telling you that it's time to let some things go. Like I told you, the past hurt that you had, and realize that you are moving into a new phase. When you see the Ten of Cups, I see that you understand that you're moving into a new phase, but you have to own that thought. You cannot allow these negative thoughts of just going back into the past, worrying about what happened in the past, worrying about what's going on in the future. You got to get out of that. You have to take time to discover what's going on right now, because I feel like life is passing you by because you're remaining stagnant, like I said earlier in the reading. When I see this also, I look at the heart that's dead in the center. And it's telling me that you take this time with the Nine of Wands, because I feel like this person this is your heart. These are your feelings. These are your emotions that you're holding on to. It's telling you that discover that side of yourself that's not so protected. Open yourself up and allow yourself to feel, because I feel like for some of my Leos that you feel a little numb, and it may just be because of work, just dealing with people that you don't really care for. But I just feel like you feel kind of ho-hum about life in general. You're trying to keep yourself optimistic, but you still, it hasn't come to a culmination yet, so it's kind of hard for you to visualize it, and so it's easy for you to get back discouraged again. So rediscover your heart, rediscover that purity that you have inside of you, because you guys are really a lot of fun to hang with. You have a lot of energy, you're very lively, and I just don't feel like up until this time you've really had that liveliness. It feels a little bit more I don't want to use the word settled, but a little more low vibrational. And maybe you guys have been suffering from a little bit of depression and doubt. I feel like you have some depression, some doubt, maybe some guilt, and a little bit of resentment and blame. So it's saying rediscover your inner self, rediscover the love that you have for yourself. Allow yourself to blossom and bloom, the little flower at the bottom. Okay? Yeah, take time to rediscover, because balance is coming your way. Rediscover new ways that you can work with your money. Rediscover ways that you can balance out your relationships with anyone new coming in your life. Not romance, but just in general. How from this point on, you've learned a lesson here when it came to lending out money or overextending yourself for people. Take this time to reevaluate and reassess how you're going to handle any new relationships coming to you thus far. How are you going to establish those boundaries and maintain that balance? Practicing detachment is what I guess what I'm trying to say. How are you going to develop that? Discover that within yourself, because you can love and be detached. Okay, understand that people think that when you love a person, y'all have to stay connected, physically connected at the hip, and you have to physically do things for people all the time, and you have to be there, and you don't have to do that all the time. This is a part of, I feel like this is you overextending yourself is part of the reason what's led you to this this place of strong hurt and protection and guardedness with the 9 of Wands, because you didn't have any boundaries. So rediscover how you can establish boundaries, and I feel like part of that is coming to you trusting your intuition. When I see this full moon here, I feel like for some of these people, like I said before, these are not new situations that you involved yourself in. These were things that you knew damn well. You had that little inkling in your tummy when this person, do you mind? I'm a little behind on my bills, blah, blah, blah. Can I borrow such and such amount of dollars? And you looking at them like, I remember the last time you said, you were going to pay me back by the 24th, and it ended up taking you 3 months to pay me back. I really needed that money. Yeah, I know, but I'm going to get this check, and I promise you that I'm going to pay it. And you're like, listen to that, okay? Listen to that, and honor that, because that's your intuition telling you. That no, you remember the last time they said they were going to do this and they didn't do that for you, so you know, and be okay with saying no, and be okay once you say no. Don't start trying to blame yourself. Don't start feeling guilty. It's none of that. Rediscover how to love with detachment. Okay? How to engage with certain people in a detaching type of way, a detached type of way. This is where your life is taking you now, that you can be involved without being so involved with people. Okay? Because you guys are people, and I feel like that's where some of the struggle comes in, because you don't have that limit, but you're going to have that limit. You have to know how to let some things go and continue to look forward with no regrets. All right? Your wisdom for healing card, live in the moment. Again, live in the moment, guys. Stop worrying about the past. Stop worrying about the future. You got to worry about right now. Because I feel like life, the air around you is pretty good, but you don't really see it because you're such in a protective mode right now. Crack that shell open a little bit and step on out. I see like an egg. You crack an egg a little bit, and like I feel like I'm on the inside of the egg, and just a little beam of sunlight comes into the egg, and the little chick, I guess I'm the chick. The chick comes out, or I guess it's you, Leo. I'm picturing myself as you. You step out of the egg, and then all this sun is shining on you. Allow the sun to shine on you. Get outside. Drink, not drink, like don't go get drunk, but I'm saying drink and be merry with people. Engage with your family. Engage with your friends. You have a group of people who you're close with. You have some people who you're close with. Those are the people that you need to be surrounding yourself are surrounding yourself with, the people who truly love you for you, not what you can do for them. Because I feel like these were situations where these were people who just wanted you around because of what you could do for them, or what they thought you brought to the table. So no, you got to have people around you that you do have people around you that are genuine. You just have to engage yourself and surround yourself with them as well. People do love you. Don't think that this phase is going to last forever, Leo. Don't think that. You're just in a spot now that it's time for you to let go of the past and welcome up the future, because things are going to get more balanced for you. So your today's lesson for the wisdom for healing: on this day, strive to live in the moment. Only speak about positive things in your life and avoid bringing up the past, especially negative memories or situations. Your goal is to experience how difficult it is to live in the present. Healing is rapidly enhanced when you're focused on the now. And how beautiful is that? Because your now is a 10 of cups. Is the 10 of cups. So focus on this beautiful energy. The 10 of cups is talks about happiness, contentment, emotional security. It is not saying that you're just happy all the time. I see it a lot for me, it's more of a card about appreciation and gratitude, being appreciative and grateful for where you are right now. What you've endured in the past and what you're going to be ready for. Nobody's caring about that anymore. Be happy with what you have right now. You have a happy home life. Yeah, you do have a happy home life. What makes a happy home life? You have a home to go to. You have fresh water that you can drink. You have food, no matter how little you have in your refrigerator. You have food to eat. You have clothes on your back. You have people who come around to check on you. If you get ghost for a couple of days, I guarantee you got at least 1 or 2 friends that will call to check on you to make sure that you are okay. This is just being happy with where you are at the present moment. And that's what this month is telling you. Stop worrying about whether you'll be hurt again, because from now on you're going to be using your intuition. You're going to acknowledge this intuition, the intuitive side of yourself, to guide you where you need to go. Okay. So this is your reading, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. If you like a personal reading from me, please hit me up. My information is in the description box. Thanks. Bye.